Alright, Shalom. I want to say Kal Ali, Allah, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. I want to give double honor to the apostles of Great Millstone. And Shalom to all Akim out there pushing this word in sincerity and in truth. And today, I just wanted to make a quick lesson again, through the Spirit. But basically, it's how, for the most part, brothers that are coming in and brothers that are in this truth, for the most part, we're gonna be poor, and to be living in nice houses and in castle-like and mansion-like places and neighborhoods, that you're not really gonna have brothers coming in like that, even though there are some brothers that coming from from wealthy lifestyles, that could happen too, but that which is very rare, you know but for the most part, we're gonna be poor in this thing, okay? And I just wanted to bring out how, honestly, it's better to be poor in this thing than to be in the world making money. At the end of the day, we count that all as dung. We don't care, because you have some brothers. Some of us could have made money. Some of us, if we never came into this thing, we could have been well off. We could have been doing things and going places. But at the end of the day, we don't care, and we don't regret anything. You know, because at the end of the day, we count it all dung to win Yahweh Shai, like Paul said. With that, I'll jump right into it. This is Tobit, chapter 12. I'll start at 7. It is good to keep close the secret of a king, but it is honorable to reveal the works of the Most High. Do that which is good, and no evil shall touch you. Prayer is good with fasting and alms and righteousness. Which that's a cold cut. To some niggas that have a problem. With brothers helping out with tithes. Scripture says that alms is good. Prayer is good with fasting and alms. But here's the point, though. A little with righteousness is better than much with unrighteousness. So it's better to have a little bit in righteousness, coming to camp, looking like an average person. You ain't coming with Gucci or wearing anything Prada. I mean, if you do, then that's that. But I mean, my point is, we're not balling like that. We're not sitting on millions of dollars here. But like the scripture says, a little with righteousness is better than much with unrighteousness. It is better to give alms than to lay up gold. Which this is another cut to to them niggas that have a problem with helping up with tithes. Scriptures talk about giving alms, man. Which when you look up that word alms, it means to help the poor. Money or food given to poor people, helping out, helping the poor. Which I made another video in a previous lesson that you're supposed to give unto the godly man, like the scripture says, man. You're not just supposed to help any old average bum, because out there you got homosexual bums, man. You got freaks out there too. Just because somebody's a bum doesn't mean he's righteous. When the scriptures talk about helping the poor, it's talking about helping the men of the Lord, the guys that are trying to do the right thing, that are doing the right thing. Okay? yes, like you're not trying, that are doing the right thing. You know, that's what the scriptures are talking about when it talks about helping the poor, or giving alms. You know, which we do give alms, well, you know, when we can. Verse 9: For alms doth deliver from death, and shall purge away all sin. Those that exercise alms and righteousness shall be filled with life. You know, which this was the archangel Raphael telling Tobit and Tobias. That he was basically revealing himself. Like, look, I'm Raphael, one of the archangels. And you can read the chapter, but the point is, you know, a little with righteousness is better than much with unrighteousness. Okay, it's better to be poor in this thing than to be, living it up like Hugh Hefner or something, man. Which Hugh Hefner, that dude, that dude's a filthy dude. You know, he's sitting on all that money and all them hoes. But he's an evil man at the end of the day, and he's just gonna die just like the rest of these, Babylonians out here, man. There's nothing special about Hugh Hefner. There's nothing special about Warren Buffett. Those are filthy, evil, evil men. This is Psalms 84:10. For a day in thy courts is better than 1,000. I had rather be I had rather be a doorkeeper in the house of my power than to dwell in the tents of wickedness. So it's better to be poor in this, being, and have this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, and you're holding signs, than to be living it up like Hugh Hefner, you know, than to dwell in the tents of wickedness, to be balling like niggas would say, you know. It's better to just hold a sign, and holding a camp sign or holding a camera, to be in this truth, and poor, and then to be living it up like Hugh Hefner, man, or Warren Buffett, or Bill Gates, or the Rothschilds, you know. It's better to be in this truth, poor and humble, man. For the Lord power is a sun and shield. The Lord will give grace and glory. No good thing will he withhold from them that walk uprightly. And ultimately, we're the ones that are walking uprightly. So the Most High is not going to hold anything good, which ultimately what we're hoping for is the kingdom. O Lord of hosts, blessed is the man that trusteth in thee. And we trust in Yahweh Shem Yahushai. That's the power that we worship. Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, the Father, in the name of the Son. And we do hope for a reward for all this. We're hoping for the kingdom. Like the scripture says, no good thing will he withhold from them that walk uprightly. Lord willing, we make it to the kingdom. This is Matthew 5 and 3. Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. So they're, we're the poor, but we're in spirit, because we have this truth. We're poor, but we have this truth, knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Which that might be my next lesson, on how in all reality we're rich. We're poor, but we're rich at the same time. And I might make a little video on that next. If the Spirit permits me. Verse 4: Blessed are they that mourn, for they shall be comforted. And we're the ones that are mourning here. We're in this hellhole, eating this Frankenstein food. These seedless oranges. And breathing in chemtrails and having to deal with dragons. Back at the house. talking about our women sometimes, the women of our nation. We're mourning here. We're not. This isn't our rest, man. We're not in comfort. And if you're not mourning, then you really should check yourself, man. Because then you got dudes that all they want to do is make money in this thing. They use this truth as a vehicle to make money. You know, talking about IUIC, man. Fucking clowns. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. We're the meek. We're the Israelites, man. We don't, like I said, we don't have shit here, man. Excuse my language. We don't have anything here. We don't own anything here, man. They can just take away our house at any moment. The government can just march in there and just take you right out. You know, I mean, we don't own anything here, man. So we're the meek. We're the poor. But like the scripture says, we're gonna inherit the earth. That was it on that. And this is a final precept. This is 1 Thessalonians 5:11. Wherefore comfort yourselves together and edify one another, even as also ye do. You know, so that's what we're supposed to do in this truth. Is comfort and edify, man, one another. Because at the end of the day, the kingdom is coming for us. The kingdom is coming. So, we comfort each other with that, and we also edify one another. We make sure that everything we say, all the information, all the precepts, are coming out are correct. You know, and we edify one another, like the scripture says, even as ye also do. You know, and then in Isaiah the 40th chapter, the first verse, it tells you, comfort ye my people. So these scriptures are ultimately what we comfort each other with. Are these precepts. Because at the end of the day, the kingdom is coming for us. And this hellhole, this pit, this cesspool, this system, it's not going to last for much longer. And we're hoping to be saved and get out of here, man. That was it on that. That was it on that. But, like the scripture says, comfort one another, edify one another. So, at the end of the day, I just hope this little lesson, served as comfort and edification, because, I mean, you have all these, these guys trying to make this thing into something it's not, trying to make it into gossip and whatnot. When this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding goes, there's so much topics that you can cover. And these dudes, they just want to sit on making videos on guys' life. Meanwhile, the kingdom is coming, and things are happening, man. Them niggas, they're just a distraction, man. But with that, I hope brothers were comforted and edified. So with that, I'll close it up. I'll say, call Lali Mlai Yahweh Shmi Shai. Double honors to the apostles, great millstone, and shalom to all Akim out there pushing this word in sincerity and the truth. Shalom.